Day 3 of posting every single day until we finish 1 John. So we talked about yesterday that Jesus Christ is our advocate. He's our lawyer that pleads our case in front of the Father. In verse 2, John continues that same thought by saying he is the propitiation for our sins, but not only for our sins, but also for the sins of the whole world. Normal people don't use the word propitiation in conversation, but its meaning is actually very, very simple. To put it simply, it is the act of turning away God's wrath or anger, often through sacrifice, in order to make God favorably disposed toward sinners. So what John is teaching us in verse 2 is that Jesus Christ is the atoning sacrifice for our sins. Not our good works, not our church attendance. Only Jesus Christ can pay for your sin. So in other words, without Jesus, the wrath of God would still be pointed toward this world. This shows us that the sin in this world, the sin in this lifetime, the sin that goes on around us will be accounted for. Just because judgment is delayed and you don't see it does not mean it is denied and it won't happen. If you remember yesterday, the people in John's day were teaching them that they don't have sin. And this is why it's so important also that we need to stand up for true biblical doctrine and not what feels good in the culture, but what God says in his word. If you look back in verse 2, it also says that Jesus is not just the propitiation for our sins, he's also the propitiation for the sins of the entire world. As in when Jesus went to the cross, the entire world's sin was placed on him and he died and the sin died with him. This shows two things: that Christ's sacrifice was sufficient for everyone. Also, it shows that it was necessary for everyone. And as a side note, the Greek word for world is the Greek word cosmos, which literally translates to the entire world. So if you're a Hebrew Israelite and you don't think that Jesus Christ came to save the entire world, that message was exactly for you. So to be really, really simple, Jesus came to save the entire world, and you should give your life to him. This is day 3. Check out tomorrow and see what's popping.